Lithia Subaru of Fresno proudly sponsors tonight's first segment of Eyewitness News. Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Subaru confidence in motion. Now, CBS 47 Eyewitness News begins with breaking news.
And we have breaking news out of Santa Barbara County. A wildfire has prompted evacuation orders in the area of Highway 154 near the Santa Barbara city limits. The cave fire broke out this afternoon in the Los Padres National Forest. It's grown to more than 3,100 acres tonight. At this point, there is no containment on the blaze. Fire officials say no homes have been destroyed, but several structures are threatened.
And we have more breaking news at this hour. A 6.4 magnitude earthquake hit the country of Albania tonight. It rocked the capital, and video shows at least one building that collapsed. Officials say at least 140 people have been injured. Meanwhile, in news out of the South Valley, chaos at a shopping mall. Bakersfield police are searching for a gunman who opened fire on two people. This happened inside the Valley Plaza Mall in the food court. Police say the victims have moderate injuries. We will have more on the shooting coming up in a live report from Bakersfield in just a few minutes. New at 11 tonight, family and friends are remembering a Fowler boy whose life was cut short nearly a decade ago.
12-year-old Sage Corpus was killed by a hit-and-run driver while walking home from a bowling alley in 2010. Today, Sage would have turned 22. CBS 47's AJ Cotto spoke to his loved ones and shows us how they're fighting to keep his memory alive.
It's been nearly a decade since a hit-and-run driver took the life of Sage Corpus as he walked home with four friends.
There was a truck trying to pass a car. That truck was driving really fast. He whipped too hard when he was trying to pass the car in front of him and ended up hitting my brother and his friend.
Brandon Alaman was 15. He remembers trying to save his best friend.
I sat there and I tried to give him like CPR, pump his chest and stuff like that.
But Sage died at the scene. Investigators and loved ones believe a man named Ramon Ayala was behind the wheel. They say he ran, ditching his vehicle, and remains on the loose, leaving heartbreak behind.
I think about it all the time, how different my life would be. And I have two daughters, and it sucks to know that they'll never be able to meet him.
Alaman says he'll always remember Sage's sense of humor and positivity.
And I looked up to him even as young as he was. I still looked up to him, and he helped me become a huge part of who I am today.
As the years passed, loved ones say they're making sure Sage is never forgotten.
My main focus mostly is to just kind of keep his name going and push his legacy out and try and get people to really remember who he was and keep his name alive.
AJ Cotto, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Today, blowing dust and dirt triggered a health warning because of our poor air quality. The San Joaquin Valley Air Pollution Control District says the blowing dust poses a potential health risk for Valley residents. The best advice, they say, is to stay inside if you can. Unhealthy air particulate matter can aggravate lung disease, trigger asthmatic attacks, bronchitis, and even lead to respiratory infections. Dr. pm11 of the Allergy Institute agrees.
The problem with the dust is that dust not only is an irritant, but that can also cause many other illnesses. Anytime there's such a dust in the air, you have to be careful about these mold spores.
Dr. pm11 says the dust coupled with the colder weather and the pollen is a real problem for some of his patients.
Good evening to you. I'm CBS 47 meteorologist Justin Sacher. Yes, a busy weather week this Thanksgiving week. Windy today, and temperatures going to take a big drop tonight. Let's start with a look through our Valley Cam network. It's powered by Master Storage 365, and this is a live view from our camera at V Street and Highway 99 in Merced. And the winds kicked up a lot of dust. A lot of that is still in the air and affecting people, as Dr. Aminian mentioned. Right now in Merced, temperatures are at 50 degrees, but visibility has risen back to 10 miles. It's a standard clear reading at airports. Fresno today saw wind gusts close to 40 miles per hour. Those reached 50 and 60 miles per hour in the southern half of the state. There is a freeze warning in effect for the valley tonight. We'll show you how low temperatures will go for how long where straight ahead in your full pinpoint weather forecast.
Justin, thank you. A business owner in downtown Fresno is getting some help to clean up a homeless camp behind his shop. A fire at that encampment last week nearly destroyed high-quality bakery at Santa Clara and M Streets. The owners say their calls for help in cleaning up the camp went unanswered until today. Piles of trash line the fence behind High Quality Bakery in downtown Fresno. The owners say homeless have set up camp along here, even starting fires that scorch the outside of the bakery.
It's an ongoing thing, and unfortunately, it's not going to go away overnight. Not until the city or the county come up with some kind of formula to deal with these people.
Bakery owner Sammy Ganimian reached out to Eyewitness News, and we contacted the city of Fresno. Mayor Lee Brand arranged with the owner of the property, which is Caltrans, to start the cleanup process. The mayor says the mess should be cleaned up within 2 days.
On top of them, you've got a right to have your business or your yard, and it's very disruptive. I'd hate to be in that situation myself. And call your elected officials and tell them they need to communicate to the decision makers in Sacramento that we have a problem.
Mayor Brand says the city is receiving funding from the state to address the homeless issue, but cleaning up a camp doesn't ensure it won't return. And back to that shooting now in Bakersfield. Police say a fight escalated quickly near the food court of the Valley Plaza Mall. It ended up with 2 people shot and parts of that mall locked down.
Karen Waugh, our sister station in Bakersfield, joins us live outside the food court with the latest there. Karen.
Well, good evening, Catherine, Ken. That's right. It is a much calmer scene here now, but when we arrived shortly after 6, it was complete chaos. There were dozens of people standing outside the food court here, just hugging, crying, calling their family members in sheer panic.
It was a shaky way to start the holiday season.
We have several RPs advising a 245 shooting inside the mall. Anywhere from 5 to 15 shots heard.
A merry scene suddenly flooded with dozens of patrol cars. Police locked doors of the mall, kicking people out, or in many cases, locking them in.
It is not lost on me that this is the holiday season. This is when most of the people come out.
It started with a fight between 2 groups of young men, brawling between the Chipotle and H&M store, according to Bakersfield police. One of the men opened fire. Then
suspect fled in unknown direction.
The suspect did flee the mall, so the mall is secure.
Police found 2 people shot, a 15-year-old and a 20-year-old. They were rushed to the hospital with non-life-threatening wounds. But police wanted to reassure the public.
This was not an active shooter or one of those types of incidents that we've seen across the country. This is a fight amongst 2 groups.
While police took people into custody for questioning, the suspect remained at large, and shoppers remained uneased.
Now, we just got late word from BPD that at this hour they are looking into the possibility of a second shooter. So at this hour, there still is at least 1 suspect at large. And also just in, investigators confirmed with us that one of the 2 people shot was just a shopper, an unintended target. So if you have any information, you're urged to call BPD at 327-7111. For now, reporting live from Valley Plaza Mall in Southwest Bakersfield, I'm Karen Hua. Catherine Ken, sending it back to you.
Karen, thank you. New at 11 tonight, a jury found a Porterville man guilty of the shooting death of his wife. Back in 2012, Leonardo Nakoa got into an argument with his wife, racked a shotgun in her face, and shot her at point-blank range. His 2-year-old daughter and 1-year-old son were both in the room and covered in blood when police arrived. Nakoa left the children and fled to Mexico, but later surrendered. He's facing over 60 years to life in prison at his sentencing.
A convicted killer who made a special needs man dig his own grave could soon be out of prison. David Wydirt was convicted of killing Mike Morganti and then sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. But now, because of a new California law, he's up for parole. Fresno County District Attorney Lisa Smitkamp is urging Governor Newsom to keep him behind bars.
He buried this boy alive. His hand came out of the grave. He came out of the dirt. And they continued to cover him. There was dirt in his lungs. I mean, it's barbaric.
The governor has until mid-December to deny Wydirt's parole.
Tulare County Sheriff's detectives have named a person of interest in a shooting death in Terabella. Investigators are looking for 23-year-old Pedro Cruz Elaraza. They believe that he could be heading for the San Diego border. This comes after the death of 20-year-old Esperanza Aldaca of Porterville. She was found shot in a home in Terabella around 12:30 in the morning. Right now, there are no details on the circumstances of the shooting. Here's another look at the person of interest in this crime. Pedro Elorza. If you have any information on his whereabouts, you're asked to call the Tulare County Sheriff's Office.
In the South Valley, a correctional officer and a retired correctional sergeant are behind bars tonight, accused of molesting several children more than 2 decades ago. A man told Tulare police he was abused when he was 8 or 9 years old by a youth pastor at Valley Bible Church in Visalia. Detectives have identified several alleged victims linked to 48-year-old Stephen Ari, a correctional officer. Another suspect from the same church is also accused of the same crimes. He's identified as 56-year-old Kevin Sandoval, a retired correctional officer. Both men tonight are behind bars.
A Valley woman will be honored during the Rose Parade for her life-saving efforts.
When her husband needed a kidney, Regina Tanner decided to be a donor. She took part in a 9-person donation chain. So she not only saved her husband's life, but 8 other people received kidneys as well.
I am so happy to see him doing so well. It does my heart so good to know that he is able to participate in life with his kids.
Tanner, by the way, will walk alongside the Donate Life float during the Rose Parade on New Year's Day. Nice story.
What a wonderful organization.
Absolutely.
He was bold enough to carjack a driver in front of a group of officers. A man with a machete then tries to make a getaway in Los Angeles. The outcome of this shocking incident.
Plus, in Salinas, boxes of romaine lettuce are being tossed into a landfill. We have an update on a recent E. coli outbreak.
And in the North Valley, a thief takes a rare tortoise worth more than $1,000 from a pet store. We're back in little over a minute.
All around us, news is happening. And when news breaks, you have questions. CBS 47 works to get you answers, investigating the issues you care about, to be your voice, to be your eyewitness, and to make sense of it all. Every night, Murrow and Emmy Award-winning Eyewitness News investigates with Ken Malloy and Catherine Herr on CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
All right, let's get going.
I want to make chicken. I ordered it for everyone. I think I have the exact amount.
We got the biggest Subaru to help bring our family together.
Just resting my eyes.
Even though we're generations apart.
What a day. I just love those kids.
Presenting the 3-row Subaru Ascent. Love is now bigger than ever.
Visit Subaru of Fresno, 5212 North Blackstone, during the Subaru Share the Love event.
Oh my God, I can't believe I risked impeachment over Joe. Someone please tell me there's a Hunter Buttigieg.
New tonight on CBS.
This segment of Eyewitness News is brought to you by Nissan. This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
In Salinas, boxes of romaine lettuce are getting smashed and trashed at a landfill. Federal officials have placed an advisory on all romaine lettuce grown in the Salinas Valley area. This after an outbreak of E. coli was traced to the area.
It's really hard for the industry, so I wish the FDA would kind of not give those general, announcements, because it hurts the whole industry.
Health officials say any romaine lettuce from the Salinas Valley area with a date of October the 31st or before is potentially contaminated. But recent E. coli illness, investigators have noticed, say that there's a possibility that products produced after October the 31st could also be bad as well. Today, Los Angeles police shot and killed a man carjacking a suspect who they say was armed with a machete.
One officer was injured trying to stop him. Even though he was surrounded by police officers, the suspect with his machete carjacks a driver in line at a Chick-fil-A and then tries to drive away, hitting 2 squad cars. He then gets out with the machete in hand and runs off. Police say he wouldn't stop and approached officers, so they opened fire. The suspect later died. So officers apparently tried to stop him with rubber bullets. They tried using non-lethal force, but that didn't work. As for the driver who was being carjacked, detectives say he was not hurt. Also in Los Angeles, the FBI says a group of people was targeting elderly Latino women in a lottery scam. 3 Colombian nationals were arraigned in federal court today. Investigators say the suspects would approach victims telling them they had won the lottery ticket, but needed help cashing it because they were undocumented. Investigators say the victims withdrew thousands of dollars to secure a portion of that prize.
No one should ever, under any circumstance, give money in order to receive money. That is the hallmark of many schemes about which the FBI is currently receiving complaints.
Investigators say the money was taken from the victims and wired to out-of-state bank accounts. Agents believe there are other groups of lottery scammers still out there.
Caught on camera, a person stole a tortoise worth more than $1,000 last week from a pet store in Lodi. The staff at the Serpentarium say the Egyptian tortoise was being used as part of a breeding program. They say that tortoise needs specific care and it could die if it doesn't get it. They're asking the person responsible to come forward.
Still to come on Eyewitness News, meteorologist Justin Sacher has more on our pinpoint weather forecast.
Your plants covered. We've got freezing temperatures in the valley overnight and thunderstorms and snow on both sides of Thanksgiving. Next in your pinpoint weather forecast.
We're renewing this SUV for one deserving family. Tell us why you should win at yourcentralvalley.com. Lithia Nissan Hyundai Genesis of Fresno and our CBS 47 partners will keep you moving during the Renew a Ride giveaway. Enter online now.
Merry Christmas from Soft Rock 98.9, your Christmas music station.
Every child is not the same, and not every child learns in the same way. Choosing a school to nurture your child's interests and talents starts with school choice options. Fresno Unified offers more than 20 school choice programs designed to engage your child's interests, aspirations, and learning styles. Applications for school choice and transfer opportunities are due December 2nd. To learn more or complete an application, visit FresnoUnified.org.
America once made a promise to middle-class kids. Kids like Mike Bloomberg. Work hard and you can make good. But Mike knew it was also important to do good. He built a company from scratch, creating 20,000 jobs with quality health care and paid leave. In the shadow of 9/11, Mike is elected mayor of a shaken city. He rebuilds, creating 400,000 new jobs to help the struggling middle class, improving care and safety for seniors, and raising teacher pay and graduation rates. After being mayor, Mike takes on new challenges, helping cities across the nation deliver for the middle class, providing scholarships for college, driving innovations in job training, helping pass gun safety laws, and supporting efforts to combat climate change. Now Mike is running for president to beat Trump and have the wealthy pay their fair share to build an economy that works for everyone. Mike Bloomberg for president.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Merry Christmas from Soft Rock 98.9, your Christmas music station.
CBS 47 Eyewitness News is always available at yourcentralvalley.com. Your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Good evening to you. I'm CBS 47 meteorologist Justin Sacher. Freezing temperatures tonight. A freeze warning for the valley until 9 in the morning tomorrow. That's the entire valley here, where temperatures are going to be below 32 degrees in many areas. Probably not Fresno. I think the lowest we'll get is 36. So I might lazily cover the plants on my patio tonight by just tossing a sheet over them, but really not working hard on it. That's just in case we drop those extra couple degrees. Early this morning, it was 41 outside, so it's going to be a huge drop compared to what we've seen lately, even for overnight low temperatures. During the day today, we were 64. The average is 61. Here's the pinpoint forecast for tonight. 31 degrees in Chowchilla tonight, 31 in Madera, Still looking at 36 for Fresno tonight, but close to freezing or just below freezing from Mendota to Kerman. Highs tomorrow will be cooler too. They'll be in the mid to upper 50s. To the south of Fresno, we'll see 32 tonight in Carruthers, 33 degrees in Selma, looking at 33 degrees in Hanford with mid 50s in this area as well. Tonight, the coolest temperatures will occur near Visalia and Tulare, just to the east from Exeter down to Lindsay, expecting overnight lows of 30 degrees. This will happen from 4 a.m. to around 7 a.m. That's when temperatures will be at 32 or below. However, we will not see temperatures as low as 30 degrees for probably more than half an hour to an hour. Temperatures in the mountains overnight down into the teens, and tomorrow in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Sunlight and electricity generation going down here in renewable solar forecast because of the cloud cover and the next storm system to make its way our way. We've got two of them coming. One begins late tomorrow night, lasts through Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and the next one comes Saturday. Here's tomorrow's. You can see some showers picking up in Fresno as early as dinner time, but the strong cold front will cross closer to midnight. It may have some thunderstorms in it. It also brings much lower snow levels behind it. So they're starting out closer to 5,000 feet. They'll be closer to 2,000 feet as the system passes. So that brings more snow to lower levels as we go through the day on Wednesday. Wednesday through the day, we'll see more rain in the morning and less as the day goes on. Same with Thanksgiving, looking at a few scattered showers, but the bulk of activity then will be to the south for this first storm system. Second storm system coming for Saturday, and this could bring rain and snow all over again on into March. A mixture of rain and snow. So your forecast for the Sierra holds more snow over this first system than the next one because of the lower snow levels all the way down to 2,000 feet. But the valley forecast has that second system arriving late in the day on Saturday, making for some travel trouble Sunday and Monday. I put a travel forecast on our website under weather and also on my social media. Check that out and keep it here for inside weather information on your pinpoint weather forecast and Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Justin. We have breaking news out of Sanger tonight where police are investigating a shooting at this hour. This is a live picture from the area of Almond and I Street. Early reports say a man was riding his bike when he was shot. He has moderate injuries. No word yet on a suspect. We will keep you updated here on Eyewitness News.
Coming up next in sports, the Rams offense struggles continue tonight. Julia Lopez has the highlights and post-game reaction next in Sports Central.
Enroll at Paul Mitchell, the school Fresno. Your dream can come true sooner than you think. Become a hairstylist now at Paul Mitchell, the school Fresno.
For more information on this business, go to yourcentralvalley.com and click on Central Valley Local.
Beyond the routine checkups, beyond the not-so-routine cases, Comcast Business is helping doctors provide care in whole new ways, all working with a new generation of technologies, powered by our gig speed network. Because beyond technology, there is human ingenuity. Every day, Comcast Business is helping businesses go beyond the expected to do the extraordinary. Take your business beyond.
Life doesn't give you many second chances. But a Subaru can. You guys okay?
Eyesight with pre-collision braking. Standard on the Subaru Ascent. The 3-row Subaru Ascent. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Visit Lithia Subaru of Fresno for a test drive today.
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it. I got us a little something too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
And I love that you love it.
I love it.
I like red.
Step up to GMC and get over $11,000 total value on this next generation Sierra Crew Cab SLT.
Come see us at your Fresno Buick GMC dealer.
The season is here.
And it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, get an amazing offer on select Ford models. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. Now, lease the completely reimagined 2020 Ford Explorer for just $399 per month. Or drive home with 0% financing plus $2,500 bonus cash.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Botox can be more than a cosmetic application. We can treat migraine headaches, TMJ, and jaw clenching. Call for your appointment today.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
Win this car and keep your family moving with CBS 47 Renewal Ride.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Table Mountain Casino.
The LA Rams have been struggling to put up points lately. In their last 2 games, they've been held to under 20. And on Monday Night Football, they had a huge challenge hosting one of the hottest teams in the league with one of the most dynamic players in the game. Enter Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, who are riding a 6-game winning streak. And the Birds strike first. Jackson to Marquise Hollywood Brown. And later in the first quarter, he finds him once again. The former Louisville star was 15 of 20 for 169 yards, 5 scores. He also had 8 carries for 95 yards. Meanwhile, the Rams couldn't get anything going. They didn't find the end zone once. Jared Goff was picked off twice with no touchdowns. In fact, he hasn't thrown a single touchdown in the month of November. Yeah, let that sink in. The Ravens dominate, winning 45-6. The Rams are now 6-5 on the season, and their playoff hopes are likely diminished as they sit in 3rd place in the NFC West.
As a team, as an organization, we treat every win and loss the same way, and obviously this one's going to hurt. The way it went is never good, and we got beat pretty good, but we will treat it the same way and then come back tomorrow and with the same attitude and keep fighting. That's all we can do.
Meanwhile, the Fresno State football team is getting ready for a rivalry game to wrap up their season with a rivalry trophy at stake. And Jeff Tedford expects his team to compete its hardest to keep that Valley Trophy in Fresno for at least another year. Both teams sit at 4-7, and both teams have had their struggles trying to close out games.
When I looked at the record and I looked at their scores, it looks so similar to ours and very similar to a lot of the games that we've played, but it's, you know, it is a traditional rivalry, and the trophy means a lot, and so this in essence really is our bowl game.
Kickoff Saturday night in San Jose is set for 7:30 with ESPN2 providing that television coverage. The Bulldogs opened as a 2-point underdog, but are now a 2.5-point favorite. LeBron James and the first-place Lakers visiting the Spurs, and LeBron looked like his vintage self. Cuts through the D for the sweet dunk. He carried the team, finishing with a double-double, 33 points, 14 assists. LA wins their 8th in a row, improves to 15-2, and has a 2-game lead in the Western Conference. Up next for the Lakers, a trip to New Orleans, where Anthony Davis will face his former team. And how about some high school girls basketball? We take you to Hanford West as the Huskies host Golden West. In the 3rd quarter, Huskies up 9. Tyra Threadgill goes up for the layup, but India Smith with a nice block. Later, here's some nice movement. Janiyah Sanders goes off glass. And then the next possession, the no-look from Jaslyn Lagretta to Madison Shimon, who finishes with the easy 2. Huskies win 48-41 and are now 2-1 on the season. Can't believe we're talking about high school basketball, but the Valley Championships are happening this Friday, so we are going to be all over the place, all over the Valley for that. Buchanan, Central, that's the big one. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Busy as always, Julia.
Always.
Thank you.
Thanks, Julia. Coming up next here on Eyewitness News, a Fresno homeowner is ready for Christmas. He turned on his impressive Christmas lights tonight. We'll give you a look next.
Hurry in for the final days of Toyota's Operation Black Friday. Score $2,500 cash back on Prius, or choose the carpool lane-friendly Prius Prime and get $2,000 cash back. Toyota's Operation Black Friday ends Monday. Toyota, let's go places.
If you ever had one of these pass you in the pouring rain, it's scary, and they can really hurt you. Believe me, when it comes to big truck wrecks, I know what I'm talking about. I'm attorney Tom Dunyan. Call me. It's just that easy.
Here's some expert advice from YourCentralValley.com's Health Calls.
I'm Dr. Aminian. If you have frequent episodes of rashes or hives, you may have chronic idiopathic urticaria. Call the Allergy Institute for an appointment today.
All right, let's get going.
You want to make sure to I ordered it for everyone. I think I have the exact amount.
We got the biggest Subaru to help bring our family together.
Just resting my eyes.
even though we're generations apart.
What a day. I just love those kids.
Presenting the three-row Subaru Ascent. Love is now bigger than ever.
Visit Subaru of Fresno, 5212 North Blackstone, during the Subaru Share the Love event.
With Black Friday savings all month long, now is the best time to buy at Lithia Nissan of Fresno. With 4 IIHS top safety pick vehicles to choose from, you'll get a great deal on a Nissan with intelligent safety features.
You can drive safe and save with prices like these.
Right now, you can lease a 2019 Sentra for only $99 a month plus tax. And with our Deal and a Meal program, getting a car and lunch is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Hurry in and save at Lithia Nissan of Fresno today. Shop, save, done.
Surprise! A new Buick?
To James, from James.
Hey, is this a new Buick?
I Secret Santed myself.
I shouldn't have. I have been very good this year. I love it. I love it.
Turn Black Friday into Buick Friday all month long. Current eligible lessees get this low-mileage lease on this 2019 Buick Encore for around $199 per month. Or get just over $6,700 below MSRP on this 2019 Encore Preferred. Visit SendCalBuick.com today.
Hurry in for the final days of Toyota's Operation Black Friday. Time is running out on the year's best deals on Tundra. Get 0% APR or an amazing $4,000 cash back. Toyota's Operation Black Friday ends Monday. Toyota, let's go places.
Coming up on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, tonight's guests are actor Robert De Niro and filmmaker J.J. Abrams. And if you're headed to the Fresno Yosemite International Airport this holiday season, you'll get a chance to hear the sounds of the season. Local pianists will be creating a festive mood in the boarding gate area. Airport officials are hoping it will enhance the traveling experience.
Sounds great. Hey, check this out. In Fresno, a homeowner debuted his Christmas lights tonight. This is the 4th year in a row that Scott Davis has put on this impressive display. He has over 31,000 lights that are controlled by computers and synchronized to music. He says he's wanted to do this ever since he was a kid, and it all started back in October.
So we set up about a third of the lights in mid-October, and we'd use them for a Halloween show. And it takes us about 8 hours to set that up. And then we convert over to Christmas right after Halloween is over, and that takes about another 8 hours to put everything out.
Scott lives near Fowler and Ashland in Fresno. His address is 3671 North Laverne Avenue. He says the lights will be up and running every night between 6 and 10 p.m. all the way through New Year's Eve. He says you can even tune into the music through your car radio. That's impressive.
Really beautiful, too.
Yeah, I
like that. Exciting. We are still going to see a couple weather makers on both sides of Thanksgiving. The rain starts late tomorrow night, and it will be quite active. Close to midnight, we'll see the showers continue Wednesday, and then another round on Saturday.
Okay, that'll do it for this edition of Eyewitness News at 11.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert is up next. Good night.
CBS 47 Eyewitness News is on air, online, and on the go. Take Eyewitness News with you and share your stories with us on Facebook, Twitter, and on yourcentralvalley.com.
This holiday season, make the most of your road home. Hurry in to receive a credit of up to $4,500 on select models now through December 2nd.
America once made a promise to middle-class kids. Kids like Mike Bloomberg. Work hard and you can make good. But Mike knew it was also important to do good. He built a company from scratch, creating 20,000 jobs with quality health care and paid leave. In the shadow of 9/11, Mike is elected mayor of a shaken city. He rebuilds, creating 400,000 new jobs to help the struggling middle class, improving care and safety for seniors, and raising teacher pay and graduation rates. After being mayor, Mike takes on new challenges, helping cities across the nation deliver for the middle class, providing scholarships for college, driving innovations in job training, helping pass gun safety laws, and supporting efforts to combat climate change. Now Mike is running for president to beat Trump and have the wealthy pay their fair share to build an economy